Session 2 here on Vineal begins with our colonists snoozing away. Let's take a closer look at them while we've got a moment. So, Legend was an intelligent child, well that fits, and then forced to research technologies, vowed never to invent anything again, hence no crafting or smithing or tailoring. Interesting. But then he rebelled against the corporation he worked for, failed and was forced to go on the run. And yeah, because of that he's got a few useful abilities. It's just a shame he's got lazy and depressive. He's pretty cool though. Naharis, now, you were an industrial orphan, so you didn't ever receive a proper education, but you were good at mining and crafting because of that. But then you became a joywire artist, developing cutting-edge joywire software to maximise users' pleasure. So you got some sort of education eventually, I guess. And yeah, you can't do dumb labour because you're an artiste. You've got better things to do. Now, Cleggy boy, you were a scout initially, so military scout, and yeah, pretty straightforward, follow orders and all that. He's a good soldier in that regard. But then he just dropped out, I guess. Got a variety of casual jobs, casual skills, so yeah, he's an all-round useful guy. And there's a solar flare to start off the episode, lovely. So all of our electrical stuff will now fail miserably for a bit. And on the subject of electricity, I was thinking maybe we've got trees everywhere at the moment at least. Maybe we should look into chem fuel and wood-fired generators and whatnot. That sounds like a good idea, but what also sounds like a good idea is probably building some new stuff. We wanted a workshop. We've still not got our walls built because we're short on dunite blocks, which is a shame. There's a bit down there. Maybe we could mine out some if we got any dunite nearby. Right, so first things first, before we worry about any other projects, we will haul urgently some of this stone. Get it back to base, and then, yeah, Naharis can do her thing. Those extra dunite bricks we're going to get are going to help us shore up this bottom wall, and all will be well. Now, we needed warm clothes, didn't we? But we also need more energy, I think. It's coming back online, gradually. Oh no, it's not, that's just the wind turbines keep on going. They're an electrical item, but they keep on going even in a solar flare. There we go, solar flare's over. Everything will come back on, the freezer will cool down again. It's good stuff. Legend's getting a bit of management done. Research, we're still waiting on batteries because we still need just more colonists at this point as well. Maybe I'll double the size of those bedrooms at some point. But also we should get a workshop on the go. I mean, you can't go wrong with 13 by 13 rooms, really, can you? Let's think. Where might we want this to be? Near the storage area. I mean, the storage area is fine. It can stay like that for now. Let's make an 11 by 11. That's probably fine. And then we'll give it a door near the storage. Yeah, we could use a rec room and a dining room as well, because this isn't really much of anything at the moment. But one room at a time. I do want a workshop because I want somewhere where we can just get all our jobs done, like tailoring and whatnot. Speaking of which, do we want to build a tailoring workbench now? I think that's probably a good idea. How are we doing for resources? We've got plenty of wood at the moment, so just a wooden electric tailor bench. If we pop it here, then it can take advantage of the dining chair that's there, and the person using it will be comfortable. So that's pretty cool. Naharis off to bed. She's had a hard day of cutting stones that then no one's bothering to haul anywhere. As for Clegg, he's nearly finished hauling everything back that we've got outside, so that's good. How long until his 10 more days till he gets over the fact that his dog had an accident? That's cool. Okay, I've put Naharis on 4 for crafting and 3 for researching, because although she's not very good at it, she's got a flame in it, so she will level up pretty quick. And with her on it, that means Legend might do one of his other jobs. He was a cleaner as well, so yeah, he can do a bit of cleaning here and there. And that'll be grand. Clegg is improving, maybe. That didn't take all day. Well done, man. Good job. Now, are you going to get on building this workshop at some point? Building the Dunite wall down there, that's cool. Have I even queued up this other wall? Of course I am. I'm an idiot. We'll hold off on building that wall until we've got the other one built, because we need the outdoor wall built stat. Which is why Clegg is now meditating. You're not even royalty. Just go and do some work. But I've just remembered something else as well that needs doing, so I'm going to do it now before I forget. We're going to clear out some of the home areas outside of the base so that Legend doesn't try and clean them. We just want the wall for protection. We don't need the other side of it to be clean all the time. And the wall is complete. Lovely stuff. The compound is now safe on every side. But we are going to get enemies attacking us on a regular basis, so we're going to need to think about how we deal with that. Now I'm thinking steel deadfall traps might not be bad. 45 each. Yeah, let's queue that up. Now Harris can get on that. Legend's back on the research, which is cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind digging through that mountain just to make it a bit easier to get out on that side, but we won't do that in our base because that's madness. We'll do it there. So Naharis can start work on that at some point. Ah, Clegg's working on the tailoring bench, lovely. So we definitely need jackets. This much we know. So, details. Let's take off the expensive things just in case we get some of them, because we want to use them for other things probably. Do until X. We'll do it until we've got one. We'll say up to 55 hit points. 55. There we go. So any that are close to getting tattered won't be counted. And basically that'll mean we'll always have one spare one in stock. People's clothes start to get tattered, they'll take it away and put it in a stockpile, and they'll pick up the new one. Lovely. And to complement that, let's set the required quality of their clothes to 55 there. So if their clothes drop to 54, they'll drop them, scoop up the new ones. Good. Now, who is scheduled to be our tailor here? It's Clegg. It's always Clegg. Everything is Clegg. Tailoring's a job we don't often need, so let's set into priority 2 on it. Alright, the steel's coming out nicely. That's good, because we're going to need more of that if we want some deadfall traps. Nearly got distracted from that, but no, we're back on it. Let's put one either side of each of the doors. We've not quite got the steel for that just yet, but some of that will get hauled back in at some point. And we'll see how that goes. So Clegg's just completed our first jacket, I believe, and it is poor. Still going to give 11 degrees of cold insulation though. We're in the boreal forest, so it's never going to get freezing unless we get a cold snap of some sort. I'll have to think about indoor gardening at some point as well, because even though we can farm half the year outside, it's probably a good idea to get some indoor gardening on the go as well. That usually requires lots of power and sun lamps and whatnot, so let's think. Here's a quest. Cat and the Lemurs. So she's 56. Let's see. 2 manhunting lemurs will follow on, which is a priest. I mean, we need more bodies right now. Let's take it. And here she is. Right, let's go look at you, cat. How healthy are you? You've got a bad back. Moving and manipulation. But you're an intellectual. Shall we just plonk you in front of the... Well, I mean, yeah, you're incapable of violence and social. I should have guessed from the priest that you were incapable of violence. So you hate men. So that's not great for 2 of the colonists. But you are bisexual. Okay. And you like shitty rooms and raw food. That is fine with me. I think with your skill set, yeah, you're a welcome addition to the colony. So, yeah, we'll prepare for the lemurs in a moment. Where are you in relation to the base? Okay. Lemurs will probably follow on the same path, so... Who are our shooters? Clegg and Legend. I think we'll need to go out and intercept because otherwise Cat might get chased. Especially with the way she's going off to haul that package survival meal. So yeah, if we can come down here somewhere, that'd be cool. Here they are, the 2 lemurs, maddened with rage. Look at them. Killers. Let's see. The lemurs are chasing Cat, so they are just going straight for Cat. Interesting. You 2, come here. So Cat's going to pick that up and haul it back to base, which means, yeah, we just want these 2 to intercept the lemurs as soon as they can. Like so. Right, okay, one of them's changed its mind, I think, and is just generally attacking these guys. So it's time for the scat formation. It's going after Legend. Now it's going after Clegg. We could do with getting one of these guys down. Legend's just hit his, that's good. So he should be able to outrun it. And Clegg's taken his out, that's brilliant. Right, Mike switch to Clegg. It's switched to Clegg, I think. So now it's Legend's turn. We'll try and draw a tight circle around him because he's only got a revolver. And he's inaccurate as fuck because he's trigger happy. Lovely. Everyone's dead. And yeah, we can... Actually, yeah, carry on with the steal. That's more important. So, what's wrong with you, Clegg? You got a crack to the jaw. That's fine. We can live with that. And Cat, what jobs do we want you to do? Shall we just put you on... Yeah. We'll take you off hauling and cleaning because... You've got a bad back. We don't really want you moving around much. You're a good chef though. And Legend's busy with other things. Yeah, chefing and research don't require much in the way of activity. So that'll do nicely, I think. Oh, you are butchering though. Maybe I'll set butchering to a radius. Now she'll only butcher corpses that are nearby, i.e. in the freezer pretty much. That'll prevent her wandering halfway across the map and being inefficient. Okay, who are my doctors? Legend's a doctor. Look at him go. Don't use... use herbal at best. We haven't got anything seriously wrong with them. But still actually treat him, mate. Legend. You just... There we go. Yeah, we don't need fancy meds when he's just got a crack. We don't even need herbal meds. But I'm being a bit wasteful, because why not? And there we go, he's up and about. Everyone is happy. So Cat's bedroom here. It's pretty awful. -2. Let's see what she thinks about that. Ah, she does. Have I even set an owner yet? No, there we go. +5 mood, because she's an aesthetic. I wonder if she'll just take raw meat as well. Now, legend. We don't need you cooking anymore, friend. We'll put you on 4 for it. Because Cat is going to take care of that for us. Actually, we'll take you off it altogether. We'll take everyone off it, except Cat. So now you can do some cleaning, then you can do a bit of hauling. She's actually taken both of your jobs, really. But she is better at the old cooking. She's not better at the research, really. We'll also knock you off research altogether, Naharis, because you weren't very good at it. But you are good at mining. Now, what's up with you, legend? Why are you in a sulk? Oh, you've been trying to get with Naharis. She's already got a lover. This is not going to happen. Kinda likes Cat. Kinda. But Cat doesn't like either of them. Maybe that'll improve over time, and we'll overcome that 25. Oh, we're at power again. Bloody marvellous. Wood-fired generator. Why not? I could put it here. And I could put some conduits up. So it's connected to the grid. Yeah, that might work. Oh, I haven't even got a research project queued up. An absolute plonker. Let's get smithing on the go. It's always useful to get. I may as well get it now. Meanwhile, the new workshop is not really coming along. We've got no jackets in storage. Oh, there we go. We've got one there. It's plain leather. It's good. So someone might put it on at some point, or they might not because it's not in the storage room. So let's see. Maybe it's time to enlarge that room a bit. Am I running the risk of getting infestations in there at some point? Yeah. I haven't really got any further answer to that. It's a thing. It's probably fine. Yeah, we'll dig out a big old chunk. Lovely. New workshop is built. Now Clegg can just cut down the trees in it and we'll be able to build some roof. Sweet. So we can start thinking about moving some of our things over. I've got a mod which lets us move things that you can't normally move, so that's cool. But then again, power. We've got batteries now, but do we use them? Or do we not? I think at the very least, I'd like to turn some of these walls into stone walls before I think about batteries. I don't want my kitchen burning down. Okay, that's some basalt and some blue schist walls planned out there. Now let's expand the storage whilst we remember to do so. And once again, Legend is flirting with the idea of just having a sulk. And some of our ward meats were out of the way as well because these wind turbines aren't keeping up with the power needs. Really need that wood-fired generator finish. There we go, Clegg's got that built for us. Now we should also prioritise these power conduits just so it can get hooked up to the system. I think they're all now in place, so if that's the case, let's see. Yep, they're all in place. Now it's just a case of hauling some wood to the generator. And there we go. That's going to provide us with power for a day and a bit. We only put 25 wood in it for now, but we're getting there. Ah, we've got some crops coming in. Lovely. Now, I was going to turn that into corn, wasn't I? But I don't really need to with everything else that's going on, so maybe instead we'll have a look at our options. Oh yeah, our options are pretty limited, aren't they, in vanilla? Maybe let's get some hops, let's get some booze on the go. this wall replacement by Clegg's going well, because I've got a mod that lets us just replace one wall with another. It's much more convenient than any other methods, and it's getting us some extra wood as well from the walls, so that's nice. Going to move legend back up to 3 on hauling as well, so it's above cleaning, because it would just make life easier, I think. Where's he off to? Why did he decide that was the best job to do? Why is that even... Oh, it's probably allowed because... Yeah, I think the manager mod is being silly and it's allowing corpses that it shouldn't. Let's have a look. Well, it's allowing corpses that I've allowed it to allow. Unforbid corpses. Of animal types set to be hunted, so yeah, so it's assuming that I've hunted them. And that's why Legend has just trekked halfway across the map and spent the day trying to haul back the rotten corpse.